hari ini kami menjemput pihak media untuk bersama menonton beberapa gambar yang akan menunjukkan sebagai bukti apa yang telah berlaku pada hari 2 hari bulan Mei yang lalu, where we have been attacked by MIC when we went to hand over a memorandum with regards to the plight of an undocumented girl who had not gotten her IC. Just for brief background, in this incident on the 2nd of May, and I think a few press reports thereon, we've actually told the press that one of the main guys who was attacked is Saudara Murali, and there were responses from pihak MIC who had repeatedly said that Saudara Murali who provoked the incident. We would like to show the photographs and refute any form of allegation suggesting that it was on our side that who had provoked, and it was the MIC and their supporters who had come and in a premeditated action against us. Briefly, on the 2nd of May, Parti Keadilan Rakyat had fixed an appointment with the Prime Minister to hand over and request for an immediate registration for IC, not for citizenship. Let me be very clear about that. For Rashina, a 17-year-old schoolgirl who was denied her rights to attend and sit for her exam, SPM exam. Saudara Surendran had written in to the Prime Minister's office and fixed the appointment for 11 o'clock in the morning. Now what happened was, when we arrived at the Prime Minister's, at the premise of the office, we found there were many MIC leaders with their supporters who had been already waiting for us. Our group consists about not more than 30 people. That includes YB Zuraida, Saudara Khalid Jaafar, Saudara Rafizi Ramli, myself, and a few others including Saudara Murali and Saudara Gobi. When we arrived there, the police and the security personnel of the Prime Minister's office told us to wait because the crowd from the MIC group was rather large and quite intimidating, and they told us to wait at one corner until they finished handing over a so-called memorandum to thank the Prime Minister. So we waited almost 20 minutes until they left the scene or purportedly pretended to leave the scene, and then we went. Now, when we went nearer to the Prime Minister's office, the security personnel of the Prime Minister actually told us, please get 5 representatives, including Rashina and her family, to come into the Prime Minister's building to hand over the memorandum. It was at this point, when we were actually moving towards the Prime Minister's office, the whole gang of MIC leaders and their supporters came back practically to attack, and that's when Murali got injured and attacked, Saudara Gobi got attacked, and it created a chaos, and unfortunately not a single person has been arrested on that day, or till to date we have not been informed by the police of any arrest. So I'm going to show you the slide, and I will hold the pictures for any particular place where you will be able to identify who the culprits are. Okay, this is the scene at the very beginning. This is Saudara T. Mohan with an unknown MIC person. These are all MIC leaders who are waiting. There are practically 100 or more people there. They've obviously mobilized. They came in busloads, sir.
All MIC leaders.
These are all MIC leaders, divisional, central, youth leaders, and some are, okay, they are getting ready with their banners. Watch the banners. This is obviously a banner talking to Surendran. This is not "Thank you, Prime Minister" banner. Obviously, they were waiting for us. I'm quite sure B. Surendran was actually M. Surendran. Okay. These are all MIC leaders. This was happening while we were waiting at one corner. Maybe I could identify some of them. Gobi, can you see?
This is dengan, MIC Youth Penang Chief. That is MIC Youth Penang Chief. Next to him is Subramaniam. He is Pochong MIC Youth Leader. And this is of course T. Mohan.
Okay.
And next to him is
Sorry.
next to T. Mohan is Siva Subramaniam. He is MIC Information Chief for Selangor. It's not from the youth. That is from the MIC Information Chief Selangor.
Okay. Which one? The one?
Yeah, at the back, the blue shirt is the MIC Youth Leader for Selangor, Shankar.
All right.
Okay. There is a thank you play card. Okay, now this is a scene showing that they are leaving the place. After they've handed over their memo, they are purportedly leaving the premise, going towards the main road. Watch very carefully. Now, we were quite sure that it's quite safe by now to go back to the PM's the office, nearer to the officer. Okay, now they're walking towards the main entrance. At this point, they were actually shouting out slogans, demanding where Surendran is, and they were chanting basically down, down Surendran and things like that. Obviously, that's not a slogan for "Thank you, Prime Minister." Okay, maybe another identification. Gopi, can you identify this guy?
Yeah, this guy is Alaram Kalai. He is a MIC Youth guy, also the cyber team coordinator for MIC Youth.
Okay, they're still on the main road. Okay, this is our group. This is our group. Rather small. This is Rashina. Okay, we are now walking. You can see very small group. We are walking towards the Prime Minister's office now. Okay, I just want to identify this person. Now this is Mrs. Logesh Mohan, the wife of T. Mohan, who had tweeted a couple of hours before we arrived, asking Surendran, ada beranika? Kami tunggu di Putrajaya. Alright. Okay, this is us waiting. Now,
peaceful group.
Just a small group. I don't think we've even reached 30. Alright. Now watch this part. Okay, at this point, they have started coming back. They turned around and came back while we were waiting at the place. Watch very carefully. They came with their flags. This guy, what's his name again?
Yeah, that is Vijay is from MIC Youth PJ.
They started.
Okay. That's the one.
Now they are practically coming towards us, shouting, screaming. Okay, now watch very carefully. At this point, Sarah Surendran, Zuraida, Khalid Jaafar here, together with the girl, we're walking towards the entrance, the reception area of the Prime Minister's office. Okay? Now, I just want to also point out, this is the Prime Minister's security personnel. Alright? Now, please take a look at this guy who's holding on to the placard. He's the MIC guy with the placard.
Can you just take this photo is very clear about what happened. Can you see in front of us that's us trying to get into the PM's office. It's a small group. It's a small group there with me and the outer border. That's it. Okay, and you can see the huge mass of the MIC guys coming at us from behind, shouting and screaming. Look at the reaction of the schoolgirl Rashina. She's already in fear, turning around with her hand near her face, reacting to that. And all we're trying to do now is to get the schoolgirl and ourselves away from the mob into the PM's office. Okay, so this is a very dramatic photo which shows exactly how we were totally outnumbered, how peacefully we were trying to get into the PM's office, and look at the MIC mob behind us.
Okay, watch this point. At this point you can see Saudara Murali here. She's turning around. Now, can you see at this? Can you see this guy coming towards the entrance? Watch, he's already at the entrance. Okay. Now at this point, look at Murali where he is. Now you can see our guys pointing out to someone. Now they are pointing out to the guy who was holding the placard, who blocked the entrance. I'll show you. Everybody is asking him to move. Murali is here. Everybody is asking him to move. Can you see this placard? He's blocking the entrance. Alright? Watch where Murali is. He's here. Okay? Rashina and Suren will be somewhere inside. This in front here. Okay? See, he's not allowing anybody to enter. All these are MIC fellas. These are MIC. Okay? This is Murali, yeah? Murali is here. This is the PM's personnel. He is also struggling to get in. This guy is blocking. Can you see?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, everybody is asking him to move. Now, by this time, just watch. You can see this is Murali. They have started pulling him out, dragging him. By this time, Surendran and the girl managed to squeeze in, but they've already pulled in Murali, dragged him, beat, kick. All right in front of the police. This is how. Wait, I'll just show you again. I'll just watch this. Can you see this guy?
Identify.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, this is MIC youth guy, by the name of Kumar. He was the one who attacked Murali.
From which division?
He's from Batu.
Okay. Can you identify this guy?
This guy in white also attacked Murali, also from MIC Batu by the name of Dharma Kumar. See, both of them.
They are brothers.
They are brothers.
This is a policeman trying to restrain. He's writhing in pain. They're still there.
See?
No arrest so far.
This is the guy. He's still there.
You see, the guy who has beaten up Murali is still here on the loser, still coming. This is our guy who's been beaten up at the entrance also. He was boxed, punched in his face.
His nose is bleeding.
His nose is bleeding, yeah? And he's very upset. He's basically calling for the police to take action. This is Sekaran.
Guna Segran.
Guna Sekaran from Kotaraja. This is T. Mohan, still at it. This is our guy still asking him to back off. Francis. They're still not satisfied. The same attackers are still within the crowd.
You can see it coming
Clearly
forward.
protected. Still moving forward. We're trying to discuss with the police and say why no arrest is made. Okay, just show you. This is the PM's personnel still trying to calm us down instead of, basically they can't speak to the MIC fellas. I'll rush through some of the slides, but you can take a look at it slowly later. We can give you a copy of it. This guy is still on the loose, the attacker. Again, having to restrain, they have to restrain him. Murali is being attended by our friends. They've still not left the scene. This is our guy. They've come back again. Now this is Sardar Gobi, who is sitting here with us. He's being attacked
The same guy.
by the same guys. This is Gobi, yeah? That's you, right? Gobi? That's you, right?
Yeah,
right.
that's me.
Okay.
And the same guy who attacked Murali also attacking me. Dharma from MIC Batu.
Can you see? This guy is confronting the PM's own security personnel. Although he looked like he's being held, he's not been arrested and he was not detained.
Not at all.
This- Still taunting, Murali, we called the ambulance. Tried to show the police. Still no arrest. They're still there. And this is after the meeting with the Prime Minister. Prime Minister's representative, is it?
Yeah. PM's personal special assistant.
They are still here, clapping. Rashina had to leave with, in the car with police escort, actually. Okay, that's the end. So clearly, whatever stories that the MIC youth leader T. Mohan and other MIC persons who have made remarks that Saudara Murali was the one who provoked was clearly a lie. There was no scene at all showing that he has shouted or used any vulgar words or provoked them. This is a premeditated attack. They have come back after their so-called memorandum handover, which is again is just a lame excuse, and then they went for us. They went for us. They were they went so close to Rashina and Surendran, and we were lucky. Saudara Murali and Cikgu Sekar was in front and could block it, but unfortunately he got injured in the process. We wouldn't know what would have happened if they've managed to completely get hold of either Surendran or Rashina. We don't know, because nobody from MIC was thinking rationally, and nobody from the police force could seem to be in control. Until now, there's no arrest. It's amazing, because we have told the police that they could see things were happening right in front of them, and yet they said they had so-called protocols, and they said they had to go through certain process before they make the arrest. This is a scene where you can actually make immediate arrest, and those persons left almost with glee after having bashed up our guys. And this is the situation. Can I pass them?
Alright, there are a few things that I want to highlight. Now, the first thing is this. I want to answer one by one the lies that have been told by Barisan Nasional and MIC after this incident. Lie number one. Okay, MIC happened to be there to thank the Prime Minister, and we also happened to come at the same time, and there was a quarrel between both parties. This is a lie, because the fact that we were going to the PM's office with Rashina was published days before, and it was even in the Tamil newspapers. MIC knew that we were coming and deliberately came there in order to attack us physically. The proof for that, the fact that they lied that they were there to thank the Prime Minister, can be seen from the banners, many of which are attacking me personally. So surely this is not a group there to thank the Prime Minister. Okay, that's lie number one by MIC, claiming that they just happened to be there. They purposely came there to attack us in a premeditated criminal manner, number one. Number two, their claim that Murali provoked the attack, and they were attacked, and therefore they responded. The pictures are crystal clear. In particular, if Lat can show the photo where we are right in front of the PM's office and the whole mob is behind us, you can see we are such a small peaceful group there, and you can see the huge violent angry mob rushing towards myself and the schoolgirl and others. You can see how small we are as a group. There's no aggression whatsoever from the Keadilan group and from Rashina's group. Now, we'll come to that. So, these photographs show the extreme aggression by the MIC. We were there and we were afraid. I can tell you that. We were afraid, particularly we were concerned for the schoolgirl, because they attacked. Okay, look at that. Look at that again. Just look at that again, yeah? That's a small group of us in front, and look at the huge mob behind. We've put the girl in front and we're trying to block any attempt to get to the girl. Now, it is clear from this photograph that the MIC mob was targeting the schoolgirl, myself mainly, and others. And they were surging forward. I shudder to think what would have happened if they had broken through, and what would have happened to the schoolgirl if they had gone through. Because they were aggressive, violent and vicious, as you can see from the photographs. Now, that's lie number two. Now, again, the photographs also clearly showed Murali at no point of time said anything. You can see him just standing there quietly trying to block any attack upon us or trying to stand there as a fence against them. He's just standing there, you can see. So this was the biggest lie of all that MIC Youth Chief T. Mohan and BN MIC people said, that Murali provoked it. We've now proven that it's completely false. Now, the next thing that I want to say is that what we are saying is that the whole thing was a premeditated criminal attack on Keadilan and Rashina. Many crimes have been committed here, okay, by the MIC leaders and their members. Nobody has been arrested. There are offences under section 506 of the Penal Code for criminal intimidation. Okay, this is serious criminal intimidation, not just on us but also on the schoolgirl. There is an serious offence of causing grievous hurt under section 325 of the Penal Code, which carries a penalty of up to 7 years. That can be seen when Murali was attacked and his cheekbone has been fractured. He has undergone surgery and is still in a very poor shape, although he is here today. There are offences of conspiracy to carry out these acts by MIC which pre-planned it. There is offence of abetment of the attack upon Murali. So a series of criminal offences were committed by MIC. Until today, not a single arrest by the Barisan National Police or any action by the authorities. Now, I want to say something very seriously at this point of time. Very serious statement I want to make. This happened in front of the PM's office. It cannot have happened without the knowledge and approval of the Prime Minister's office. It cannot have happened. And we want to know what is the extent of the Prime Minister's personal knowledge of these events. Okay? We want to know that. We are fortified in what we are saying. The fact that after this happened, nobody has been arrested by the police, none of the BN MIC guys have been arrested, strengthens our argument that this was done with the knowledge and approval of the Prime Minister's office in an attempt to get rid of Rashina and her group who went there to get a blue mica. Okay? That's what they're saying. So we are facing a very serious situation here. The PM is now personally involved in this and he must come out and clear the air. Prime Minister Najib must come out and clear his air as to what was his knowledge of these events and was he involved in the subsequent cover-up of the events by the police who have refused to take any action whatsoever until today. Thank you.
MalaysiaKini.com.
For Malaysia Kini.
For Malaysia Kini, Malaysia Kini.